I've also had the honor to meet incredible families and people, throughout my career, and here with the Jimmy Fund, with Make-A-Wish, incredible military warriors, wounded warriors, active duty and veterans, and having the opportunity for them to come out here. And, if I can give somebody a split second to think about Fenway instead of maybe thinking about a challenge in their life, it's a special moment for them, but a special moment for me.
Everything kind of washes away when they come out here.
It does. I'll never forget my first year here. There was an employee giving somebody a tour in the stands, and they called me over. This gentleman wanted to say hello, and his name was David Brashear, and he had climbed Mount Everest 4 times at that point. And I think he did an IMAX film in '97. He was a huge Red Sox fan, so I brought him out to the field, and we were walking around taking pictures, and I said, would you like to go stand on the pitcher's mound? He walked over and he says, I'm not sure if I'm more excited now climbing up a 10-inch pitcher's mound at Fenway or climbing Mount Everest.
That's amazing.
And I just thought that was incredible. Isn't that incredible? And he was just a Red Sox fanatic, and I could respect that. I grew up a Sox fanatic myself.
So it sounds like your favorite thing is introducing other people to your daily job.
Yeah,
this field.
Fenway, I'm just honored to have the opportunity to be here, and if I can help somebody, it's a big part of my job. And, we want the field to play the best it can for the players, and I'm so fortunate to have incredible co-workers and support from all the way down, from up top. So we've got teamwork.
We've got about 2.5 minutes left on this segment. I want you to do what you've not done yet, and I want you to be a little selfish, because you've been very generous to us. And I want you to talk about, you've written 2 books, correct?
Correct.
You co-authored 11, and you're now working on another book that'll come out next year. So I want you to brag a little bit. Tell us, we've gotten to know you for the last 45 minutes. In 1 minute, give us a quick summary of who you are and how you got here.
Gosh, most importantly, I'm a proud dad, 2 incredible daughters, and incredible wife. But thanks to their support, I've written a book called Picture Perfect, which is Turf 101, but also teaches people how to mow like the majors, one called The Lawn Bible. And had the honor to have a new book coming up that is my memoir of overcoming adversity. We want to give people hope, let them know that they're not alone, that help's available, and that treatment works. I've suffered for 29 years with PTSD and didn't know what was going on. And luckily I went through counseling, and it changed my world for the better, changed my family's life. Mm-hmm. And we want people to know that they can heal too.
And you told us a little bit about that earlier, and you introduced us to your dog here. Tell us about your little pup.
This is Drago. Drago's 3 years old. He's next to my wife. He's my best friend. He helps me with mobility. He helps me with post-traumatic stress. And he's my buddy. He goes everywhere with me, basically.
So we've learned that Drago is the first dog of Fenway. Is that safe to say?
Oh, I wouldn't say that, but he's just my buddy. He goes everywhere.
So I think we're going to do one more segment, you guys. We've got about 40 seconds left on this. David has been more than generous today, especially that being a game day and first pitch is coming up in just a few hours. We're going to do one more segment, and we're going to talk about your favorite sports memory. So we're going to end on that note. So I want you to think about what that is. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. One more segment, so I'm going to end this now. And while he thinks about which one of his thousands of memories he gets to think about from this wonderful place. So I'm going to cut the feed right now, and I'll meet you guys back at the live feed in about 20 seconds.
Well, I have this regular video going. We just got a great segment with you guys talking about your books that you've written and your experiences there. Would you actually tell us the story of starting from your grandfather, your aspirations, and then what happened to you, and then how you feel like where you ended up today is influenced by that experience?
Sure. My grandfather played 1902 in the majors for Baltimore, later coached at Brown University in Connecticut, and the Blackstone Valley League in Western Mass. And my dad was born in Rhode Island. And even though my dad died when I was 3, I was raised not only to be a baseball fan, but a Red Sox fan. My dream was to make it to the majors, not only get a college scholarship, but make it to the majors, someday stand on Fenway Park's mound with the crowd sold out and participate in a World Series and get a World Series ring. And I was hit by a car a month after I got out of high school. And not only was my leg crushed, I thought my dreams were crushed. I walked on crutches for 2.5 years, walked with a cane for 10 months. My family said, adversity makes you stronger. Find a career you love to do. Have a passion for work, and it won't be work. Now, what do I like to do? I loved baseball, loved being outside. Science was a subject I enjoyed. So after 3 years, I missed 3 years of college. Then I had an opportunity to go to school, and my brother lived in Milwaukee at the time. Told me if I could get a job with the Brewers, I could live with him to save money. So after many, many phone calls and letters, lots of letters, the Brewers gave me an opportunity 31 years ago. And, you know, I want people to have hope, that, you know, to never give up. Because, you know, I see how incredible these players are, even the ones that go from the minor leagues to the majors, to the minor leagues to the majors. They are incredible. I certainly had the passion growing up to play, but I didn't have this skill. And if I would have given up at some point, I'd never have met my wife. I'd never have my 2 incredible daughters. I'd never have a career I love, let alone to be at Fenway Park, which I just grew up loving on TV as a kid and emulating every player growing up. It's an honor to have this career and have this life.
And one of the best things about the way you carry yourself in your job is you're generous with the opportunity that you have. You don't just love it yourself, you share it with others, and you've told us stories about how you share it with the people who it makes their lives complete, getting to have these experiences too. So you certainly are an inspiration to fans and your everyday human who's searching for doing something meaningful with their job.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm going to end this segment and we're going to carry it over back to live.